So, sorry, bad timing. Hello. Once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. As always, I'm recording locally and streaming once again today at YouTube live service. Let's check out the stream. No more info soon. Let's go YouTube live. Nice. It's good. So yeah, as I was saying, recording, streaming live on YouTube live, sorry. And this is the system information. Let me zoom in a bit. So yeah. Debian GNU Linux 12.14, Alienware M17 R5 AMD, Linux kernel is 7.0.10 blah blah blah. The screen resolution is 4K 3840 by 2160, running at 120 Hz. However, as you will soon see, I'm streaming and recording full 4K resolution, yes, and today at 60 FPS. The desktop environment is Mate or Mate, however you pronounce this. Window manager is Compiz on X11, and then the system has an AMD Ryzen 9 CPU 6900HX and a GPU of AMD again, Radeon RX 6800M. The system has 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SD storage space. For the rest of the information, pause the stream or the video when it will be available, and all will be well at your own pace and all that. Anyway, I'm fighting with the system. I'm trying to make progress. It isn't going very well. While trying to customize it, I mean. But yeah, you will soon see. Let me just show you the OBS settings before we will continue. Here we are. As I was saying, full 4K, 60 FPS, and using for the recording and the streaming hardware encoders, FMPEG AC audio for the audio and FMPEG VAPI H264 for the video. Both for the recording and the stream. This is very important at 30,000 bitrate. Anyway, today, as I was saying, we're going to load the game, the Final Fantasy XIV game, once again. But as you will see, it will be 60 FPS. So if the recording will stop, if the stream will crash, or worst case scenario both, don't worry, I'll try to return as soon as possible. I really want to do this. And then we'll have to take care while the game is up and running. I'll try to load applications as well. I will try to load as many as possible and see how the system will perform with all those things. But the most important thing is if the game is recording and streaming at 60 FPS, no problem. So I'm going to find out. I'm not going to play the game, I'm just going to use my character a bit inside the hub, the main city state. Plenty of people there. Then I will run out a bit, kill a few stuff, and then return into the hub, into the main city. Clearly the game had an update or something, and I don't know what will happen now. Now this is even more of a stress test for me as well. yeah, hopefully all will go well, all kidding aside. So let's wait for the server to allow us in. This is normal. If you are playing the game, you know that this is nothing. There are days and weeks, sometimes, especially after a big patch, that the game or expansion even worse, that you have to wait for plenty of good amount of time. So yeah, we'll see. Almost there. Here we are. So yeah, right now inside the game, this is very important. I'll repeat this once again. Streaming and recording at 60 FPS. All the blue lines that you see around running in the screen or not are other people playing the game. So let's try to run around. Okay. All those people. And while running around, let's see how the game performs. Yes, 50 FPS, not bad. 49, 50 something. And now we'll sprint to go away from the city, as I said before. Okay, this is very good, still very good. Yesterday it was between 60 and 61 at this point. So even with the updates and all that, it's like couple FPS missing, so to speak, while streaming and recording at 4K. This is good, this is good. Let's kill some stuff. Yeah, as we can see, it's at least on this area, no problem at all. Pretty smooth and everything goes well. I will load up again the FPS as soon as we will get inside the town, the hub. So let's run again. Oops, sorry, my bad. So it's still around hovering around 50 FPS. This is great. Okay, it dropped now. So here it took a better, much bigger hit than yesterday. So right now it's about, if I remember correctly, about 10 FPS lower than yesterday. So yeah, makes sense though, because we are streaming and recording at 4K, but still this is insane to me. So I will leave the game here now, and I'll just go ahead and keep doing stuff. Keep always in mind that I have 4 workspaces, that I have the wallpaper running, changing wallpapers of very high resolution, 2K, 4K, most of them. Actually, most of them are 4K. This is happening all the time. And let's keep on loading a few apps. And okay, this is very strange. Okay. For some reason, the game still grabs the focus, even it's in another workspace. Okay, this is strange. I'll try to load an app. Okay, the dock now I have full focus. Okay, this was interesting. Anyway, I will keep on going. I will keep loading apps. Oh, first the progress. This one up here, the panel, I try to keep it this big. This is a problem. It just resets to a lesser size. I'm working on it. Maybe I will be able to succeed on making it stay big like this. Also, the dock still pops up Firefox. I'll remove it once again. As you can see, still pops Chromium. I tried to fix this, but no matter what I'm trying so far, I'm failing. And still has this CommoServe. These icons are not there for me. And as we can see, I still have some generic icons on Kdenlive and OBS. But let's check out what customizations. This was a wrong click.
Commodore OS settings manager.
I'll just close this one, sorry. So yeah, I'll just check out the system customizations that I'm trying to accomplish while the game is running. As you can see, plenty of apps are going to be similar in looks today, unlike yesterday. This was actually a win. At least win as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'll keep this look, this Commodore OS look, but I wanted to have as many apps as possible adhering to this look. So here we are. I will keep loading the apps. As you can see, GIMP is acting great today, unlike yesterday with the flashbang. Kdenlive, let's go. OBS is already running, the game is already running. So let's go through the menus and have like a few other apps. For example, let's do local send. Let's go with flat seal. If you remember, this was a bummer yesterday. Here we are, perfect. Let's go with parabolic. Nice. And I'll keep on going. I'll load, for example, LibreOffice Writer, why not? Do the usual test. If you know about this. Amiga Topaz, this is the correct font, sorry. And then let's keep on loading few more apps. Let's go with PDF Arranger. Nice. And now we'll switch back to the game. Boom. Nice. Oof. No problem. Cool. So let's keep on going. Let's keep loading more apps. Joplin, why not? Or Joplin, however you pronounce this one. Nice. What else? Graphics. Let's go with Inkscape, for example. Why not? Yeah, as we can see, most apps are quite good today. Of course, Kdenlive is always a usual suspect. It's tricky always, and the same for OBS. But as you can see, most of the other apps are pretty cool today. And in general, the customizations that I'm doing kinda catching up. I don't know, I will try which one. I think most of the apps I have already loaded up. Let's keep on going for a few more. But I think you got the point. Text editor. Yes, why not? Let's go back to the game. Boom. Back to the OBS. Back to the game. No problem at all. And yeah. No crashes, nothing. All things considered, quite good. And remember, this system has plenty of effects already in place, in the background, so to speak. So all things considered, it goes very, very well, I must say. Let's go with Krita. Krita is also another one that, but it's good now. Let's do something else. Let's go with, for example, let's go and open up the desktop pictures. Let's go with the 4K stuff. Let's go here, for example. Actually, not with this app, but as you saw, it was like instant. But let's go with this one instead. Boom. Let's make it big. Actually, I will send it to another desktop. I think like this. Yes. And now maximize it. As you can see, rock solid performance and stability. Like nothing. Absolutely golden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm considering this an absolute success, this whole thing. Okay, I will start closing now the apps. Let's start with a game. Amazing. Honestly, I didn't expect this to go this well because the system has so many problems in the background. The people behind this trying to customize the system, they have left few errors happening in the background, but still amazing stuff. Okay, I think this was it. Yes, now just OBS remains. I hopefully it didn't have any problem. The stream, the recording, the camera, the audio, everything. I hope that it was superb. My experience while using the system, it was almost flawless. Besides that, you know, like a split second of trying to grab the focus between the game and the desktop, but it went well, all things considered. So yeah, all in all, very good progress, I must say. I'll not try to push this any longer. I mean the customization, so to speak. And I'm not sure at all about the guide. So much experimentation. Anyway, no need to drag this any longer. I'll just say a couple words. I will just remind you what is Commodore OS Vision, the 3.1 version, and say a few words about it and then leave. Let's try to read the website here. Commodore OS 3.1 released on April 28, 2026. I'm pleased to announce the official release of Commodore OS 3.1 today, which is available as an installable ISO, now reduced to a much more manageable size of approximately 9.2 gigabytes. This is a significant reduction from the 37 gigabytes Commodore OS 3.0 ISO. To achieve this, some content had to be removed, but we believe we have retained the essential Commodore flavor experience while adding new features that make this distribution even more distinctive. Anyway, if you are a retro kind of a person, if you like retro stuff, use this, try it. Honestly, you may find yourself surprised. If you have trouble downloading through the direct file download, just use the torrent, as it says its preferred method, so go for it maybe right away. And then let's read here in the distro watch, as they say for us. But also I want you to know about this myself. So yeah, Commodore OS Vision is a 64-bit Linux distribution which was originally based on Linux Mint and is now an unofficial spin of MX Linux. This distribution was created for Commodore enthusiasts and people who appreciate a retro-style interface. Commodore OS Vision uses the made desktop and the made desktop interface and features a retro look and effects. It has a classic Commodore slant with a selection of applications reminiscent of their classic Amiga counterparts. So if you are into this kind of stuff, this is an amazing solution. And as you saw today, it's just rock solid, really. Even with me talking in the background, even with the system having heavy customization, no problem whatsoever. Recording, streaming, 60 FPS, 4K, plenty of stuff in memory loaded, no problem whatsoever. Amazing stuff. Anyway, just don't waste your time trying to customize the system. I'm so tired today, sorry, I'm having, yeah. Anyway, you see me stuttering, yeah, I'll not drag this any longer. Just if you like what you are seeing, give it a shot. And I promised the other day that I will try to use it on my NVIDIA based system. This is AMD based system, and that is AMD plus NVIDIA. The thing is that the thing I was trying to find, if I will be able to help the person having issues with his 1080 Ti. It's not a suitable solution for that case, because the laptop has 3070, so it can use all the modern NVIDIA drivers. But maybe I will be able to use another system that I may be able to borrow from a family member. But that is kind of a tricky situation to accomplish. So for sure I cannot promise anything on that front. But yes, I will be watching this distro for sure. I will, and maybe I will install it in one of my main systems for permanent use. I'm pretty much a sucker for retro stuff, and that's why I have been using basically the sweet dark V40, the candy icons, that's why I like to have all those crazy colors on my screen more often than not. And yeah, Commodore OS Vision 3.1, give it a shot. As always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye!